Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, yeah.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
There's a reason why this Netflix cancellation campaign has gone so viral, with hundreds of thousands of people canceling their Netflix subscriptions, including Elon Musk. It's the #1 trend in the world, and Netflix has lost billions of dollars in their stock. See right here, absolute collapse today. The reason why this is actually happening isn't your standard red versus blue political issue. It's a lot deeper than that. It's a moral issue. Have you seen what Netflix has been putting in their children's shows? This isn't like we're trying to push one way or the other. We want Democrats to win. You know, we want, like, everyone likes socialism. Like, it's not like that, okay? Open borders even. It's so much worse. They're sexualizing children. It's the single most radical thing you can do, the single most morally defensible thing you can do. And I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to play you all the clips. I'm going to show you
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Well, let's just take this at face value.
So frustrating.
Radical, trans,
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentions your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You knew what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But, Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
I didn't get him alone this way. Yeah, I did. You got...
What's the worst Randy Savage? Elbow? That wasn't a ref. I was a work then, you know. But that was the worst part. was I was at the worst. They put me in the hospital for 12 days.
Ouch.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
Like same guy on the right with this guy smoking, and you can see he never came back until the next day, right here. Notification on my camera that there's somebody in my backyard, and this guy leaves my shed. Right at the camera too. That guy left my shed. But here's the craziest part. This looks like the same guy, maybe glasses, whatever. But look at the other side.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Yo, you want to see how cool? No. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Surveillance cameras at the local train depot captured this man walking around loaded a prepaid debit card, several $100 bills, and handed them to the killer. That's still the last thing you thought about too.
Speak to me. Where is them?
This? It sank down on its split to finish his job. Wishing he hadn't mentioned black. His weapon was obviously not one. His fortune had his mother in mind. He felt drained and strangely empty, even though he was so full of children. Terrible though it was to hear his parents' last words leave inside his head. These are the only times Harry had heard their voices since he was a very small child.
Where did the professor...
He'd never be able to surely the natural listener to hear his parents again. He told himself to her, listening to echoes of them. You get a grip of yourself if you want that.
Hello there. Hello, Almeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak Gobbledegook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves Gobbledegook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Chapter 19. The prospect of talking face to face with Sirius was all that sustained Harry over the next fortnight.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
If the worst came to the worst, they were going to drop it back at the dark bars. They might do the resort of that. Then she would skip. Much of the front page had been given over to a picture of Harry. The article continued on pages 2.
I didn't think I'd be the one doing the buying.
I suppose I get my strength from my parents. I know they'd be very proud of me if they could see me now. Yes, sometimes at night I still cry.
So nice of you to stop by.
I know because they're watching over me. But Rita Skeeter had gone even further than transporting us. She lived in other
Revelio.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Revelio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo! Reparo. Imperial. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio. A friend who speaks Gobbledegook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganlock, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledegook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be Gobbledegook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read Gobbledegook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mind.
Revelio.
It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out. Revelio.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing it is something else altogether.
What are humans to worry about?
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
At your service.
Revelio.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through this safely, Amit. You have my word. We're being watched. By a door.
I'll be quiet.
Revelio. 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 Accio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Fascinating to see Gobbledegook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio. Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
I'll bury you in the deepest vault.
Revelio.
哦，他有死。
You won't stop me. Defender.
Revelio.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo. Revelio.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio.
The boiler activated that handle. See it?
Accio. Revelio.
I see. Accio should easily engage the handle. Marvelously clever. Right. Don't wish to be seen.
Revelio.
spotted it sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not entangled. Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Yes, of course.
Revelio. Revelio.
How nice of you to stop by. Me? Easy, liability.
Bombard.
You're really not very good at this, are you?
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Don't do that again, I beg you!
Ringo. Accio.
Get away with that.
Accio. Confringo.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
They'll just have to stand back again and drag it and stuff. So serious is there's a way out of it. Try to stop this way and damage is
Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
If someone saw Sirius's face within the walls of Hogwarts,
Revelio.
Question about Sirius's whereabouts. Harry had a tiny pop in the fire which Sirius had gone. He watched the bottom of the
Revelio.
But decided to go for a spin. They stopped Sirius from telling him how to get past the
Revelio.
dress in his Paisley pajamas, non-stop.
Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
What are you doing down here at this time of night? I just wondered where you... Ron broke up, struggling. Nothing. I'm going back to bed. Just thought you'd come nosing around, did you? Ron had no idea what he'd walked in on.
Hello, Hamura.
And this room emptied everything about Ron, right down to the several inches of bare ankle showing beneath his pajama trousers. Sorry about that, said Ron, his face reddening with anger. Should have realized you didn't want to be disturbed. I'll let you get on with practicing for your next interview in peace. Harry seized one look, potted with his stickers back off the table, and chucked it as hard as he could across the room. It hit Ron on the forehead and bounced off.
Revelio.
There you go, Harry said. Something for you to wear on cheek. You might even have a scar now if you're lucky. That's what you want to do. He strode across the room with his fingers. He half expected Ron to stop him. He would even like Ron to throw a comfort him. But Ron just stood there in his two small pajamas. And Harry, when he stormed upstairs,
Revelio.
Chapter 20. The first cut. Harry got up on Sunday morning, dressed so intently that it was a while before he realized he was trying to pull his hat under his foot instead of his sock. When he finally got all his clothes on the right parts of his body, he hurried off to find her mother, locating her at the Gryffindor table in the great hall, where she was eating breakfast with Ginny. Feeling too queasy, Harry waited until the mother had swallowed the last spoonful of porridge, then dragged her out onto the ground.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Nothing whatsoever occurred to them, so they retired to the library instead. Here, Harry
Revelio.
on dragons. Both of them said
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most
challenge
pleased to be included.
treaties, nail rocks. This is good. This is for nutters like Hagrid who want to keep healthy. Dragons are extremely difficult to slay, owing to the ancient magic that imbues their thick hides.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who'd set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
Revelio.
Revelio.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
We're being sent third one.
Revelio.
2, 3. There it is.
Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Merlin himself would be proud.
Past the dragon king. For that, he needed firebolt, and for his firebolt, he needed flying. Harry whispered when he had sped into the greenhouse 3 minutes later, uttering a hurried apology to Professor Sprout as he passed her. Hermione, I need you to help me.
Revelio.
She whispered back.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Over the top of the quivering flutterby bush, she was proving. Hermione, I need to learn how to do a summoning charm properly. Still late breakfast. They didn't have lunch, but headed for a free classroom where Harry tried with all his might to make various objects fly across the room. He was still having problems. The books and tools kept losing hard halfway across the room and dropping like stones to the floor. Concentrate, Harry. Concentrate. What do you think? I'm trying.
I should investigate.
Said Harry angrily.
Revelio.
The dragon keeps popping up in my head for some reason. Okay, try again. He wanted to skip the station to keep practicing, but also the sky off the vacancy, and there was no point in staying out there. He therefore had to endure over an hour of Professor Trelawney, who spent half the lesson telling everyone that the position of Mars with relation to Saturn at that moment meant that if you were born in July, were a great day.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well, that's good, said Harry. Just as long as it's not torn out, I don't think he spent the rest of the lesson trying to attract small objects towards him on his table with his wand. He managed to make a fly
Revelio.
straight into his finger, though he wasn't entirely sure that was his powers. He started, because the fly was just spinning. Force danced him to the after the then returned to the
Revelio.
They kept practicing until past midnight. They would have stayed longer, but the thieves turned up and, pretending to think that Harry wanted things thrown at him, started chucking chairs across the room. Harry and Hermione before the boys had captured the village, and went back to the Gryffindor common room, which was now mercifully empty. At 2 o'clock in the morning, Harry stood near the fireplace, surrounded by heaps of objects, books, quills, several upturned chairs, an old set of gobstones, and Neville's toad, Trevor. Only in the last hour had Harry really got the hang of the summoning charm. That's better, Harry. That's loads. I would say, looking exhausted but very good. Well, now we know what to do next time I come out as well, Harry said, pulling the dictionary back. So we could try again.
Revelio.
The heavy book soared out of said Hermione delightedly. Just as long as it wouldn't come up, Harry said. The firebolt's going to be much farther away than the stuff in here. Said Hermione, burping. Just as long as you're concentrating really, really hard on it, it'll come.
Revelio.
What was that? Alex rolling this clearly is a waste of time and time.
Revelio. 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 This place has seen better days.
Well, now we're all here. Times have been set back rightly. When your missus is safe, I'm going to be offering each of you this back. We have a sack of purple silk and she'll be back. Select a small model of the thing you are about to face. There are different varieties, you see. To tell you something else too.
Revelio.
Your task is to collect the golden Cedric nodded once to show that he understood Ragnor's words, and then started pacing around.
Revelio.
Slightly weird. Fleur Delacour and Crumb hadn't reacted at all. Perhaps they thought they might be sick if they opened their mouths. That was certainly how Harry felt. But they, at least, volunteered for this. And in no time at all, hundreds upon hundreds of pairs of people were passing the tent, their owners talking excitedly, laughing, joking. Harry felt as separate from the crowd as though they were a different species. And then, it seemed like almost a second later to Harry, Bagman was opening the neck of the purple silk sack. Ladies first, he said, offering to Fleur Delacour. She put a shaking hand inside the bag and drew out a tiny, perfect model of a dragon, a Welsh green. It had the number 2 around its neck, and thinking by the fact that Fleur showed no sign of surprise,
Revelio.
her determined resignation, the dream being life, and that Maxine had told her what was coming. He said no truth had come. He pulled out the scar of his hands. It had a number 3. Just
Revelio.
enclosure where you hear the whistle, all right? Now, Harry, could I have a quick word? Outside? Yes, said Harry blankly, and he got up and went out of the tent with Bagman. He walked a short distance away into the trees, and returned to the father expression on his face. Everything all right, Harry? Anything I can get you? What? Said Harry. No, nothing. What's a plan? Said Bagman, lowering his voice conspiratorially. Because I don't mind sharing a few pointers, if you'd like them. Harry. Bagman continued, lowering his voice still further. No, said Harry so quickly he knew he had sounded rude. I know what I want to do. Nobody would know, Harry, said Bagman. No, I'm fine, said Harry, wondering why he kept telling people this, but wondering whether he would ever be less fine. I've got a plan worked out.
Revelio.
Something. I've got to run, said Bagman in alarm, and he hurried off. Harry walked back to the tent and saw Cedric emerging from it. Harry tried to issue a look as he walked past, but all that came out of his mouth was a sort of hoarse grunt. Harry went back inside to fleur and crumb.
Knowing McCheese likely studied here.
The crowd, which meant Cedric had entered the enclosure, but was now face to face with the living counterpart of his model. It was worse than Harry could ever have imagined. Sitting there and listening, the crowd screamed, yelled, gasped like a single many-headed entity as Cedric did whatever he was doing to get past the Swedish court snout.
An astronomy
The crowd was
table.
still staring
Should
at the
prove.
ground. Fleur had now taken to retracing Cedric's steps around and around
Sun's
the
down.
tent, and Bagman's commentary made everything much, much worse. Horrible pictures formed in Harry's mind as he heard, "Oh, narrow, mister, very narrow. He's taking risks, this one. Clever move. Pity it didn't work." And then, after about 15 minutes, Harry heard the deafening roar that could mean only one thing. Cedric had gotten past his dragon and captured the golden egg. "Very good indeed," Bagman was shouting. "And now, the marks from the judges." But he didn't shout out the marks. Harry supposed the judges were holding them up and showing them to the crowd. "One down, 3 to go," Bagman yelled as the whistle blew again. "Miss Delacour, if you please." Fleur was trembling from head to foot. Harry felt more warmly toward her than he had done so far as she left the tent with her head held high and her hand clutching the ground. Very aware of the way his heart was moving fast and his fingers tight. Yet, at the same time, seeming outside himself, seemed
Revelio.
very daring.
Not a thing worth learning from civilized society.
Showing. Run with finished. It would be Harry's turn. He stood up, noticing that his legs made of glass and metal, waited. Over the circle. He walked out through the entrance of the room. With the shingle inside him, and now he was walking past the trees through the gap in the enclosure.
Revelio.
He saw everything in front of him as though it was a very highly colored dream. There were hundreds and hundreds of faces staring down at him from stands that had been magic there since he'd last stood on this spot. There was the whole thing, the other end of the enclosure, crowds were over.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Hello again, Miss Wolf.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
I see no firebolt, he shouted. Harry waited, every fibre of him hoping.
Oh, you're like that. I guarantee it.
If it wasn't, he seemed to be looking at everything around him through some sort of shimmering, transparent barrier, like a heat haze, which made the enclosure and the hundreds of faces around him sleep and strange. And then he heard it, speeding through the air behind him. He turned and saw his firebolt hurtling toward him around the edge of the
Oh, you're like that. I guarantee it.
And stopping dead in midair beside him, waiting for him to mount. The crowd was making even more noise. Bagman was shouting something, but Harry's ears were not working properly anymore. Listening wasn't important. He swung his leg over the broom and kicked off from the ground, and a second later, something miraculous happened. As he soared upward, as the wind rushed through his hair, as the crowd's faces became mere flesh-colored pinpricks below, and the horntail shrank to the size of a dog, he realized that he had left not only the ground behind, but also his fear. He was back where he belonged. This was just another village match. That was all. Just another Quidditch match. And that horntail was just another ugly opposing team. He looked down at a clutch of eggs and spotted the gold one, leaning against its cement-colored fellows, residing stately between the dragon's front legs.
Thank you for your business. Hope you'll come and see me again.
Revelio.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough.
Zoom around the back of the horntail, and the possibility occurred to him. The horntail didn't seem to want to take off.
Revelio.
She writhed, twisted, burning and unfurling her wings, and keeping those fearsome yellow eyes on Harry. She was afraid to move too far from him, but he had to persuade her to do it for him. The trick was to first this way, another, on the mind to stay on the still posing as if the incredible thought he had raised. And then sway this way.
Revelio.
The horntail's head rose with it, burning now strength to its fullest extent, stingers, Harry rose a few more feet, and she let out a roar of exasperation. He was like a fly to her, a fly she was belonged. Crashed again, but he was too high to reach now. She shot fire into the air, which he dodged. Her jaws opened wide. Come on, Harry hissed.
Revelio.
Tantalizingly above her. Come on, come and get me. Up, you get now. And then she reared, spreading her great black leathery wings at last, the flying throats of a small aeroplane, and Harry died. Before the dragon knew what he had done, all hope disappeared too. He was speeding toward the ground as fast as he could go, toward the eggs, now unprotected by the wolves' front legs. He had taken his hands off his firebolt. He had seized the whole egg, and with a huge spurt of speed, he was off. He was soaring out
doing here?
the
This patrol is
the
breathless.
egg safely under his unhinged arm.
Revelio.
Somebody just turned the volume back up. For the first time, he became properly aware of the noise of the crowd, which was screaming and applauding as loudly as the Irish supporters of the world.
My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path.
Confringo!
Loud as a troll you are.
Oh. Revelio.
Their smiles evident even from this distance. He looked back over the stands, the noise of the crowd pounding his eardrums, and came slowly. His heart lighter than it had been once. He got one of the first class in the silver. Sullen Potter by Professor
Accio.
Potato!
The Pulsar.
Reductor!
Bombarda. Defender. Revelio. Pulsar.
That's Reductor!
Leviosa. Bombarda.
I haven't even had my tea yet.
Defender. Revelio.
Potato!
still panting.
Confringo!
The beast's
Revelio.
She said in a disgusted tone, pulling Harry inside. The tent was divided into cubicles. He could make out Cedric's shadow through the canvas, but Cedric didn't seem to be badly injured. He was sitting up at least. Madame Pomfrey examined Harry's shoulder, talking furiously all the while. Last year to dentist, this year that. What are you going to put into this school next? You're very lucky this is quite shallow. It'll need cleaning before I heal it up, though. She cleaned the cut with a dab of some purple liquid that smoked and stung, but then poked his shoulder with her wand, and he felt it heal instantly. Now just sit quietly.
So I'll do this one,
Sit.
this one,
Get your score.
and this one next.
She bustled out of the tent, and he heard her go next door and say, "How does it feel now, Jimmy?" Harry didn't want to sit still. He was too full of adrenaline. He got to his feet and wanted to see what was going on outside, but before he reached the mouth of the tent, two people had come darting inside. Hermione, followed closely by Ron. "Harry, you are brilliant," Hermione said squeakily. There were fingernail marks on her face where she had been clutching to the ear. "You are amazing.